hit that with some tape.
Nah, I mean, it was like that last. I stayed away from it. Last time I was sitting hella awkward because, like, I wanted to lean back. Like, you could see me in the last one. I just wanted to, like, lean back, and I was like, damn, I really cannot sit my ass back right now.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Grow With Us podcast. It's your boy, Gino from DUSAFARMS and Farms, technically. And to my left is Javar from DUSAFARMS and DUSAFARMS.
Sir.
Dusa does it, too. Forgot to mention that. Dusa does it, too.
Ain't Dusa. Just Dusa. That's the easiest way to do it.
Yeah, you know what?
Dusa.
You know.
1 + 2 equals... Never mind. I was about to say 1 + 1 = 2, but I was about to say 1 + 2 = 2, and I just fucked it up.
All good in the hood. I don't know where the fuck you going. I still ain't pick up what you were putting down.
What was he cooking? Nah, but it's cooking. That shit ain't got nothing to cooking. Well, I mean, I guess it do. Life is cooking. But remember what you didn't talk about last time. You said I'm gonna talk about what had previously happened. You said, spoiler alert, this nigga died. He ain't died, but he almost died. Remember?
About me?
This shit was like two weeks ago.
Which story? About I told the car accident story.
No. It was after. This was recently in the last podcast. You came home. You said,
when I had the migraines and shit. We talked about that.
No, we didn't. We ain't never talked about it.
Oh, okay.
You said you was gonna save it for the podcast, and I forgot to bring it up.
Okay, say no more.
I put it in my notes this time. I was like, let me make sure I remind them.
Say no more. All right, so it was not the big C. I almost knocked over my fucking drink, but it was not the big C because we got the test.
We allowed to say it now.
Oh, we can?
Yeah, I heard seen another YouTuber say it. I don't know. A lot of people
stuff from the panoramic.
Yeah.
Now I'm bucking. I don't want to say it because y'all said we could say it, but anyway. It wasn't that because we got the test and shit like that from the you get it from like the post office for free, but I was over, I wasn't home, but I had took a shower, hot shower. I take a hot shower. I can't do the cold shower shit. I don't know what the fuck y'all be fucking with them cold showers, but I understand the health benefits.
Yeah, I'll talk about it later.
I'm a bitch, I guess. All right, so I took the hot ass shower. I got out the shower. You know what I'm saying? Room fully good with AC and everything like it always is. And out of nowhere, I'm cold as fuck. Like to the point where I'm shivering type shit. I'm like, okay, maybe I didn't dry my hair and the way this shit was going. Then I got a migraine, bro. I had a migraine from severe dehydration as a teenager because, football season.
Never really drink water.
Summer workouts for football. Mm-hmm. I didn't drink no water from that. I drank Kool-Aid. And I didn't find out till I was an adult that was like, hey, you about to have a heat stroke. But neither here nor there. Boys will be boys. My fucking head was like hurting on some crazy shit. Like my head was like all different angles and shit. Not like the shroom shit. It was just like somebody was punching me in my shit from all different angles, and I could not block. I couldn't do nothing. I was just taking the L's. So I'm like, all right. I popped a couple of leave or whatever. I was trying to force myself to fall asleep. I couldn't even smoke, bro, because I knew. They say, like, marijuana is good for nausea and headaches. I couldn't even bring myself to even want to smoke. I say so much weed, like, that whole week of being sick.
Oh, it's just that week? Oh, you talking about the sickness we talked about on the live?
Yeah, I knew we talked about it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was the same thing. So if y'all seen the live on the other page, and we had this, like, kind of scare, like, but his shit got more intense than mine. But also the same thing with a neighbor. Neighbor shit got intense. But it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying, the panoramic or what's the other one going around? The
Panda dip. Oh, no.
Yeah, definitely wasn't that
Not
shit.
that.
None of that shit.
None
of that shit. No.
We ain't doing that.
It wasn't none of them, but it was just like, I don't know. Let us know, like, in the comment section. Have y'all recently just gotten sick to where it's just like, I don't usually get headaches or migraines. Like, that's not my, like, if I do, it's because I know it's because I'm dehydrated or I slept wrong. Like,
I couldn't drink water, but I knew that's always a cheat code, y'all. If y'all got like some sort of headache, think about, did I eat today or how much water did I drink? Even if you one of them people who don't drink water, all them other days you were just getting lucky. That shit gonna catch up to you. You always gotta pay the tax. You gotta pay that tax. You gonna get a migraine or some sort of shit. I'm telling you, just drink some water, eat some food, and go to fuck to sleep. You're gonna be straight. Take a leave or something if you want to be a quitter. Smoke a joint if you a real one.
I'll fuck with ibuprofen.
I be popping them bitches.
I popped 2 today. I woke up like I slept on my shit wrong. I slept with my headphones in, and I be doing that shit a lot lately because I don't be trying to wake my girl up and shit like that. So I keep the headphone in because I want to put it on TV. Got my phone, how to condense the screen.
Okay. You gotta get you some AirPods.
Yeah, I'm finna because I'm finna get her the Beats Apple shits, the headphones, the Apple headphones,
like the little sporty ones,
just like that, like the studio.
Oh, the Pro Max AirPods.
Yeah.
Ooh, talk that shit.
But then I'm gonna get her AirPods. So I was like, now I'm gonna have some AirPods. So now I'm gonna have some AirPods. I was like, shit,
it's lit.
Of course, and then she got a gender neutral color blue. So I was like, shit, I'm gonna rock them.
It's gonna change your life.
I was like, shit, because I got the one. The bitches came out, and the motherfuckers on my back, I guess, and I'm sleeping on it, and it's just such a little fucking. It's the size of an AirPod, earbud. Next thing you know, I woke up, boy, my shit still like it just feel like something got a hold of my spine and just condensing that shit.
You know when you.
Bro, you know what? That's crazy. I knew something. I felt naked out here. Pause.
But I feel you though. So I was the same way regarding the AirPods and shit. I'm like, man, I'm not them shits. First of all, I thought I was gonna lose them.
They for YB fans,
and like
that's how I felt at first.
Really? I mean,
they was hype. They was hype
around that time, I guess, and YoungBoy just happened to wear them. But okay. I think it was during the panda orgy that's going on. I don't know. Pandemic. I'm done.
It's officially over though. It's officially over. They said. I don't know. I seen.
Yeah, they making room for the next one.
I think Joe Rogan said it. Shout out Joe Rogan again.
My cousin. Shout out to my cousin. He fucking. He getting money during the pandemic. Nothing illegal. And he was like, yo, you gotta fuck with some AirPods, bro. I'm like, that's $200 that I don't feel like I'm not invested enough to want to buy this.
I'm going to lose.
$200 for some headphones felt crazy to me at the time.
I'm going to lose.
Man, he was like, bro, don't worry about it. Your birthday coming up. Sent me the AirPods straight from the Apple.com that had my name and my birthday on it and shit. Real nigga activity. Shout out to my boy. I still got him to this day. As soon as I started, I got used to him. First of all, the noise cancellation mode gonna change your life.
Yeah, I used them. I ain't gonna say where I used them, but I used them while firing.
I always thought, would they be good enough? Yeah. Are they good enough?
To me,
well, this isn't like he's. I mean, he's technically a trained professional, but he's not like a he's not a teacher or some shit. So this not advice to y'all, advice to me. Are AirPods good enough to shoot with?
I would say they're good enough to shoot with. But they have like specific ones made for shooting. Like they're actually like the brand is literally made for shooting, and the noise cancellation on them like work really well. But also the AirPods they good enough. Mm-hmm. They're good enough not to actually damage your eardrum. It's going to fade it out. First one might catch you off surprise, some shit like that. But I think they like readjust and then they be spot on. I don't know if there's like an intensity setting. I ain't fuck with. I just use some fucking.
I'm gonna be responsible. I think I still got some ear protection. So PPE. I still got some ear protection in there, so I'm gonna throw them bitches in next time. I need to go shoot soon.
Bro, speaking of shooting, bro, I've been having a lot of dreams lately. Like fucking, I don't usually I'm assuming we have dreams every night, like our subconscious. We just probably don't remember that shit that we always have.
Hold on. Before you continue, I'm not. When I did all that, we're not. We're not shooting and like trying to kill people. Just like for the sport of it and self defense. I really hope I never have to use the shit. But continue from your dream. I had to get that out before they think I'm a murderer.
He's like, he's a fucking
callback.
And then fucking YouTube age restricting all of a sudden. Like, oh, his ass fucking talking about killing.
Yeah, we dropping the drill music.
Exactly. Boom, UK style. It's just they accent just be killing.
I fuck with it.
Like the accent, I don't even like really be focused on what they saying. It's how they saying.
It makes it scarier, bro. Because if you I
believe it all. I believe it.
Yeah, because they got the narrator's voice. Yeah,
I believe.
He's currently telling you like I chefed him and I felt his bones. I'm like, ew, you tweaking. What's going on over there?
Got it.
They talk about us. It's like, yo, bro, what's going on over there? Y'all stabbing niggas? Like you know what it takes to walk up to somebody and just, don't get me wrong, they were stabbing niggas in New York for a very long time. They still do. But either way, you know what it takes to walk up to somebody and like stab them? Like, that's crazy.
In my mindset, I always think of it as like, I feel like you're going to feel I feel like it's going to feel like cutting a steak.
They said.
Not like talk about killing people.
Somebody,
nothing like that. Like
somebody I spoke to in the past, not even in the past, it was just that like one night, he would pause. He said it was like, if you pull a sheet, and you stab through the sheet, that's what it feel like to stab somebody.
Damn.
Like, yeah, I'm not fucking with you.
Hey, hit the FBI one. Y'all go get that boy. Get that boy. It's the top right.
It was a 50-50 chance. And I was,
I didn't know which one it was.
Man, fuck it.
It worked. Oh yeah, we replaced it. We did. I forgot we replaced that one. No,
was
but
that snitching? No, it wasn't. Can't say his name or nothing.
No, exactly.
That was all the legend it was told for the story.
Fucking so about the shooting, man. I've been having a lot of dreams lately, and I've been waking up like sweating. But most of them I don't remember. But this one I remember last night. Man, I wake my ass up, hot as hell. But the dream, to explain the dream, going through the scenery. I'll explain the scenery as like Call of Duty. You know that on the Warzone map, whenever there's those buildings, it's a train, like a little train parked out there, but it's like multiple buildings, like warehouses. Yard. Like I think, and it's got like the warehouses right there.
The train yard or shipyard or something.
And you know the warehouses that are right there, and a lot of people go in there, a lot of loot and stuff like that. But you know how they got them the staircases that like kind of like spiral up. They don't spiral, but like it's just like boom, turn up, boom, turn up. So it was kind of like that. The scenery was similar to that. This is as similar as I can get it for most audiences to understand. My guys out there probably gonna understand it. You girls, I'm sorry, go play Call of Duty.
Shout out to the gamer girls that's out there. That's actually good.
Cause I ain't that good. But I'm fucking going through some dude. I don't even know who this dude is, right? I mean, you know how they say you can't really make up people, but I just genuinely do not know who this is. But his ass just evil. He seemed like the motherfucker that stabbed somebody. He just, I don't know. He had a hoodie on. It was summer, I think. This motherfucker had a gray hoodie on, black t-shirt. Fucking you remember the jeans that had the
Jabos?
They had like the
straps and shit.
The straps, yeah. So he had on some of them shits and some black Air Forces, right? I don't remember if they was Air Forces, but I do remember them colors. That's unimportant, but that just to give you some scenery how that motherfucker was looking. I seen his ass just like really lurking. We stopped at this warehouse, me and my friends, and then actually you was part of the friends, but for some reason you wasn't part of. You wasn't Gino. You was my homeboy Tashar, and I was like,
I'll be that.
You know what I'm saying? You were you, but you had a different name, and I was, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It was like y'all was 2 on 1. I don't know, but you go upstairs to get something. You go up to the warehouse to get something, and I don't know what you're getting. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to stop somewhere, after work, whatever. I don't know. So you go up there. I'm sitting outside. I see this dude lurking. He was going as you was going up the stairs. I remember you going up the stairs. I was like, damn. In my mind, I don't know what told me. I said, this is similar to Call of Duty. And then like you hit the turn, and when you hit the turn on the bottom of the staircase, there was like below the staircase there was some a box like where it was like the power boxes and shit like that. But I seen a gun.
Yeah.
I seen a gun,
Crazy. And
I want to say it was like some type of maybe like a 45 or something like that. And then I see a gun right there, and you keep walking. I was like, wow, that's a random place to see a gun. And then I'm just like, why the hell is there a gun right there? It was weird. But I was like, then I'm thinking about it. I'm seeing the way he looking at you as you're going upstairs. It's just all strange. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he waiting on you to come back out so he could pop you, or he about to come up there and pop you. And I'm just sitting there like, should I go grab that gun and shoot him? I was like, he ain't committed no crime yet, but he like really tripping. He's spazzing. He is with us, right? It's not like he's a stranger. Like he's with us in the group, but he's not really like part of, you know what I'm saying? Like we don't know him, but he was like hanging out with us through mutual friends. There was a bunch of us. And then his ass, he goes up, he like peeks, he comes back, he like tripping. I'm like, bro, what is going on with this motherfucker? And I'm like chilling. He happens to have a knife, right? He was sitting there playing with his knife, put his knife back up. And then I still see the gun, but I just, whatever. I don't know why that gun's there. I'm leaving it alone. Next thing you know, this motherfucker start tweaking. He grabs the gun. He don't grab that gun. He grabs the gun out of his like side. He just starts to walk. He's like, man, fuck this shit. I'm leaving. I guess he got tired of waiting on you. I don't know, right? He grabs the gun. He turns around and shoots it up at the top where I guess he would assume you would be. He fires a shot up there. I'm like, oh, this nigga. But I know, like, we know him or something like that. Like, we don't know him, but we know he with us, so we don't feel in danger like the rest of us that's down there. Like, I'm like, I don't feel in danger. I'm like, yo, why you just took that shot? Like, you tripping, bro. And I said that shit, and I probably shouldn't have, bro. That motherfucker kept walking, right? And I was like, bro, why you do that? And I guess he had time to think about it. Bro, tell me why. Like, I looked at the gun one more time. So I really should go grab that shit. He's tweaking, and he thought about it. I guess as he was walking away, there was a fence, and I was behind. I was like on the side of a car. I should have got behind the car, but you know, I don't know. Dreams just do their thing. Man, this motherfucker turned around. I'm thinking, I was like, oh shit, he finna spray somebody, but I don't feel in danger, right? I don't feel in danger, but I'm slowly migrating away. He turned around. I'm thinking like, okay, he don't came to his fucking senses. He better say like, my bad, y'all, I'm tweaking. Motherfucker came away, man, aimed that bitch straight at me, and I was like, oh shit. Like I'm like, oh shit. And I'm expecting everything to just be over right then and there, man. This how I knew I wasn't dead, because I heard that gun shit. If you don't hear the gunshot, you dead. But you know what I'm saying? Because that bitch gonna splatter you before you even hear it.
If you just see end credits, you didn't make it.
That motherfucker turned around. He fired, and I was like, oh shit. I tried to like take off, and like, you know what I'm saying? I'm taking my stance to like really turn around and like just take off. And motherfucker fired that bitch. Man, next time I felt so much pressure, like just.
Like somebody pushed you?
No. Now I've been shot with like non-lethal rounds. Mm-hmm. So my body, I feel like my body has like the.
I got hit with sim rounds before. That was it.
Nah, them non-lethal shits like you know them shits that they shoot at a shotgun. They
beanbag bitches.
Yeah, but it's like more like a hard paintball, like a rubber ball. Pass. They be tearing them prisoners up with it.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, but if you're too close, they can become lethal, right? But that motherfucker hit that. So I think my body has like that recognition of understanding what the pain felt like from those. I ain't about to pull up and show y'all my back and shit like that, but I still got this the little marks on there. But that motherfucker fired that bitch, and that's immediately kind of like what it felt like. But it felt more intensified than that. I ain't never been actually shot other than that shit. So that's just like the only thing my body, I guess, could compare to. But exactly.
Sheetrock.
Fucking fake wood or some shit, probably watch. And then that motherfucker fired that bitch. I heard it. I knew I was good. Motherfucker, boom, I just feel that shit, boom, hit me right there. And I was like, all I could think was
not my dick. I was just thinking that. I was watching the show. Somebody got shot. I was like, man, don't tell me he got hit in his dick.
I said, my shit gone, bro. But then like I hit the ground, and by the time I hit the ground, as I was going down, I said, wait, it ain't my dick. It's like more like my upper thigh, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then I was just like, next thing I woke up sweating like a motherfucker. And I was sitting there, I said, damn, bro. I'm sitting there sweat. I get up, I turn the fan on. I'm like, did I get shot in the dick? Like, I grabbed my shit. Like, I was like, I felt pain. Like, I was like, because I had to look over at my wife. I had to look over and be like, did she like just grab, like really punch me in my shit? Like, what did she do? Like, I felt so much pain. Like, this shit hurt. Like, it woke me up, and I was like, fuck, that hurt.
Your mind can trick your body into some crazy. I'm telling you.
I was like, wow.
I'm telling you, your body could really. If you look up symptoms about some shit on WebMD, you're going to end up getting that shit, or your body's gonna think you got it until, like, say if you think for whatever reason you got cancer, you look up some symptoms of somebody who might have cancer, or some shit, and over time, because you haven't been to the doctor, you're gonna start thinking about it more and more. Then you gonna feel sick as hell until you go to the doctor and like, what do you mean? There's nothing wrong with you, bro. Next day you're gonna feel great. Your mind is just that powerful. Yeah. So whatever the fuck that you really feel in a dream could fuck around in. That's why people you can catch a heart attack from a dream. Yeah. That motherfucker be that real to you.
Bro, they say you could die without stress will die, they say.
Without stress?
Yeah, like, you know, you want to be stress free, but like,
without I'm immortal.
Without what they say, because you know, we want that challenge. We want some sort of challenge or something like. So it's like,
I feel that
maybe you might not be totally stressed out, but you might have some like little challenge in life or something like that. That's kind of like a slight bit of stress. But apparently they say without stress we would just.
Was it you who told me about the power? We was talking about the Powerball when it was like damn near a billion, if not a billion. Yeah, so my thing was I didn't want that. It was either you or someone else when I told them. They was like, "Boy, you tripping?" I'm like, "Well, I don't want the full. Give me $100 million." The $300 million after taxes, whatever the fuck. I could fuck with something like that. But $1 billion, but there ain't nothing there. Like, my life.
I ain't gonna lie, that might have been Glacier, because remember his ass kept playing
I think it was
scratch offs. He was like big on the scratch offs.
I'm like, bro, $1 billion, that's it. Like the whole life thing that you supposed to be going through, the ups and downs, making wealth and all, it's over. Don't get me wrong. Like, you give me $100 million, I still. But I'm not like damn near one of the richest people in the world, so I can still fuck that up, or I can turn it into something.
But listen to this, you see how Rod Wave ass be, you know what I'm saying? Like he show he's still human and stuff. He still be sad and all that, blah, 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 battling his depression, his rich people depression. And not to downplay it by calling him rich. I'm just saying, like, you know, the general people, like broke motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Like just the ordinary people, we look at it as like, bro, you so rich, you're not supposed to have these problems. But motherfuckers are allowed to have those problems.
For whatever their reasons are.
I forgot where I seen it. But you know how they be like, money can't buy you happiness. I seen this quote is like, money can't buy you happiness. And then this motherfucker replied, the quote was like, motherfucker replied, and poverty can't buy you anything. Poverty can't buy you nothing. So it's like, at least I'd rather be sad and rich than sad and broke. That's all I'm saying. It ain't the rant. It ain't the spit on nobody.
It's a two different types of upset. Like, damn, I was trying to come up with this $1 million to buy this property, but I only got 800,000. Fuck. Versus, damn, boy, I can't even go fucking buy a bagel. Nigga, I don't care. I'll just be, oh man, everybody in my family here asking me for money. I don't know who really fuck with me no more. Versus, damn, boy, I gotta ask this nigga for money. I know he gonna fuck with me no more. Cause I keep asking for bread. I'd rather be the one who got the bread.
Man, I'd rather be the one making the decisions. Of, should I pay you? Should I throw him some bread?
Yeah, like I could be the one that be like, oh yeah, I just throw you the bread. Or, nah, man, not this time, bro. You be tweaking, bro. I can't fuck with you because now you taking my kindness for weakness. Versus the nigga who gotta ask out of necessity because he really either fucking money up or he just down on his luck. I'll be the rich person with the sadness.
What?
And he make music about it, get rich.
But he just went. I was like his birthday or something like that. He had like a bad birthday. I don't know.
Yeah, the worst birthday ever. He said.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like it's valid. It's no matter how rich you get, no matter how famous you get.
Every bad bitch tweet that at least once in their life.
Yeah, everybody feelings is still valid, but
nah, for real, everybody feelings still valid.
Yeah, everybody feelings is valid, but it just like from our perspective, it's like I'd rather be rich.
I'd rather have your problems, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like. Motherfuckers is not, unless you got some crazy shit on the, like, you know what I'm saying? You got motherfuckers trying to kill you or some shit like that.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That is a great point.
And I ain't talking about fucking DMs or motherfucker like, oh, I want to offer you Rod Wave. I'm just using Rod Wave as an example because that's what you're talking about.
A better example would be Dirk. Dirk rich as hell from what we know, from what he portrays and everything. You like, oh man, he's famous. He got, his relationship is so great. He's getting money. People want to be Dirk.
Perkio.
But
yeah, I'm good on that one. I'll be broke.
Not only is it like you go to Chicago, it's a risk to just be there. You go anywhere, it's a risk to be there because there's either gonna be people who affiliated with a rival that you have. Like, I'm not gonna say no names, none of my business. Or it's like NBA YoungBoy people. Go to TDs that's over there. Fuck, I don't give a damn. But all that type of shit, you got to deal with people who either really are those people or people who just pretending like they are those people. Either way, you're in danger all the time. You got me fucked up. I can't go nowhere.
This clout era.
Oh my God, nigga might just want to steal your chain or some shit just to post it so he can get like a Say Cheese interview.
Well, at this point, you motherfucker like. All right, I don't want to say imagine, but like, okay, just think about this. Imagine you right now. Imagine you got ops. Mm-hmm. All right, you know what I'm saying? In your conditions right now, them motherfuckers with the mediator, you know what I'm saying? Like the possibility you having like them true ops that just want to off you, they may not like you enough to probably want to jump you, but the fact, you know what I'm saying? If you, the possibility like having ops that like genuinely like you don't live a type of life where it's like, man, when I see Gino, it's so sight, like I'm murking this, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? But now, if you got somebody that just genuinely got some beef with you, like, man, I don't like Gino, blah, blah, blah. But you got money, and that same person, you know, at first they was like, I don't like him. Now all of a sudden you got money, so it's like, I
hate him.
Yeah, I hate him. I'm trying to kill him.
Whatever the fuck the problem was, it's amplified because he doing too well.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing well. This shit consuming me. It ain't consuming him. He got to die.
That like what,
goofy, bro? Go get some money or something.
Exactly. Bro.
Matter of fact, fuck all that. If you really fucked up like that, go get you a girl or something. I swear to God, you gonna forget about your ops. Like it's over because you gonna bring it up. Man, these bitch ass niggas always.
Whole time she the ops.
Oh, plot twist. All right, you right because they do.
Mona Lisa.
Use your head. There's a chick in Philly apparently named like Pilar or some shit. Uh-huh. And she's apparently like the backdoor queen, pause. Like she's getting all these niggas killed. But she's saying it's not true, but that's what the streets saying. They saying like, oh yeah, she's the one. The streets
need a body.
Yeah, I'm telling you. She was talking about. I just like,
so happened to talk to 10 dudes in a row that got off. Like, hey, you might
listen, I ain't finna speak on their business too much. Ain't my problem, but
Nah,
y'all be careful out here. He made a very valid point.
That shit is crazy. Motherfuckers be doing that shit.
After she meets your criteria and everything, you get your girl, bro, you gonna stop doing all that shit, trying to beef with niggas, unless you like them.
Look, motherfucker just ate the rump, became a munch, and then got offed.
Did you just, man, don't start this munch shit. I don't want to hear it.
Me neither, bro.
No.
I've been in a group message. I don't never be in a group message like that, but man, somebody named the group message munch, and I was like, bro, come on, stop blowing it. Stop. It's like the fucking, what's the names? What's them dudes, little skinny dudes, Island Boys.
Oh. Jesus Christ.
Motherfuckers be, well, I ain't gonna put her on that Ice Spice. I ain't gonna put her. I just found out what her name was. I ain't gonna put her on that pedestal. But it's like, what we doing? Like, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. I ain't gonna speak too much of it.
Shout out to her Raggedy Ann looking ass because she from the Bronx. I ain't even mad at it. Yeah. She definitely said like. She said, what she said? You from the Bronx, so I know that you dirty. Also, in one of her songs. I'm like, yo, chill. Because I be calling myself a dirty Bronx nigga, but like, you ain't supposed to be telling people that. Yeah. Like, that's how I think. Chill.
That shit funny. I think Drake's on there, right?
Nah, he just flew her out real quick. Yeah.
Drake funny, boy.
Yeah.
That's one funny motherfucker. But fucking, they was talking about, and
I don't know what you think.
Also, Glorilla, her ass turning up and shit like that. Motherfucker said she sound like Batman. Somebody said she sound like Batman.
They also said she sound like something else, but I ain't finna say it. I mean, they said she sound like she got DS. Use whatever. 2 letters.
Oh.
Yeah. But she's very adamant on like she's not getting her body done. So I fuck with her. I ain't mad
fuck
at
it,
her.
man. On your shit. I forgot to talk about this last episode. Supposedly now, more Americans, I think it's American, yeah. So more Americans smoke cannabis than tobacco now.
Yes, they do.
Now that's not to say like we talking about like, of course people still, you know what I'm saying, if the majority of people still smoking like Rillos and shit like that, and we not gonna count that as
that don't count.
We not gonna count. That's the rap. So you know what I'm saying. I'm sure the shit would be different, and it would probably lean towards more tobacco if they counted something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But which I feel like kind of plays into it because they could be looking up like how many people buy Rillos, and if it's still the case that people just generally smoke more weed than people do that, then that's even better. It's like now they still outweighing it and they counting something that they use the raw weed. So, but the fact that for the first time ever, fucking more people smoke. I think it's like 7 out of 10.
If you smoking cigarettes at this point, like you most likely do.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Let it go. It's a dude who eat a lot of pussy, I guess.
Oh, I thought it was.
Well, not I guess that's what it means. But if you're smoking cigarettes, if it's an old habit you got, knock it the fuck off. But if you just now, like, if you hang around people that smoke cigarettes and you trying that shit and you doing it, cut it out. I know you see young boys smoking cigarettes. It's not dope. It's nasty. You tripping.
I ain't gonna lie. My grandma smoking them shits to this day, boy. She ain't letting them shits go, boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, my grandma type of motherfucker, she go, shit, fuck all. Yeah, I'm smoking. I'm choosing my cigarettes. She choosing cigarettes over $1 billion. Like
my homie mom was like that.
She love them shit, boy. I be talking on the phone.
And they had money too, so you already knew she was real deal.
Oh yeah, she buying them by the cart.
The cart with the, how much is it? Like 10?
I think it's like 24 packs or something. I don't know.
It's a lot.
I was a kid when I seen them.
It's a lot for people who smoke cigarettes. Like a carton, like will really make their day. Like they fucking weak. Yeah, my homie said. Get out, I don't know.
Yeah, that shit crazy. Motherfuckers that be running through a pack and stuff. Which, I mean, y'all do y'all thing. This is generally how we feel about it. Like, I ain't gonna hate somebody or like really be like, man, you smoke cigarettes.
I don't give a fuck, bro.
Now, if it's my homeboy, somebody I'm typing, I'm like, bro, stop, why you smoking cigarettes? If all of a sudden I see them, but I got homies that I be seeing smoke them, and I be genuinely surprised. I'm like, you smell like cigarettes, or I see them smoking. I'm like,
but if you're somebody who watches our videos and you're smoking this cigarette, you be like, yo, what's up? I'm not gonna be like, ew, bro. Cut it out.
If you smoke one right now, chief that bitch right now. Smoke that bitch. Kill that pope.
Or put it out and light a blunt or a joint or something. Matter of fact, smoke a blunt because you obviously not opposed to tobacco. So you just go ahead and smoke the blunt, bro.
I had this homie, right? Well, I won't even say homie. I just knew him. Every time he would smoke, it would smell like a cigarette.
Spliff.
But now that I think about it,
Spliff.
I never seen him or heard him talking about purchasing weed. He always just got Rellos. So what I think he did, and I would see him with cigarettes sometimes, I think he started rolling his cigarettes in the Rellos. I'm thinking that now I'm gonna have to ask him about that shit. We grown now. I'm like, hey, was you fronting back then? Because I used to always smell cigarettes. Like I was like, my mom used to smoke them when I was a kid. My grandma smoked. I was like, I know what a cigarette smell like. I was like, that was, you know what I'm saying? And I'm starting to think like, was his ass disguising the cigarette?
Because I mean,
we was always on his ass about. We was in high school, like we was on.
I've seen people make spliffs with cigarettes. Like they'll just take a little bit of the tobacco out of it and put it in their joint. You know what I'm saying? So they can have a little kick to their joint. But nah, man, rolling cigarette. I also saw a dude take the filter out of a cigarette and smoke the cigarette. He worked at a car shop.
Ain't this filter supposed to like stop the?
It was the same car shop you went to get your car before you went to the actual one that we all bought a car from. That one right there, that they did. Had all the rims and shit. Mm-hmm. He worked over there. He did audio work.
So he would just pull the filter off, hit it.
On one over there.
What does the filter do exactly? Is it like filtering the chemicals, the smoke, or
just I guess filtering the smoke?
Because it's pretty much like cotton. Or
he walked up. So what you say you wanted done? Smoking it just like
he
that.
He begging for that shit.
And I'm like, wait,
he begging for that.
Tell me you smoking that bitch to the bone for real?
Oh my God.
You want that mean he been to jail like a lot.
Yeah, because they be rolling them bitches in jail and shit.
They spend a lot on fucking little cigarettes and.
My brother was telling me how he was selling them bitches. I was like, where you getting them from? He said the guards. Mm-hmm. I was like, damn.
They be paying the guards and shit, and the guards will just fuck around and bring it into them.
Shit, because I had so many questions. I was genuinely curious about how that shit work. I'm like, dude, shit be happening? I was like, bro, this man. Did I tell you about that shit about the X on the door?
Mm-mm.
Bro, I'll quickly talk about it.
And you showed it to them.
Yeah, so my brother was in prison. This motherfucker goes one of his first week there, first nights there, whatever.
Jail.
Yeah. No, it's prison.
So I tried to throw you some bills, y'all.
No, he's badass.
Shout out to you, bro.
He did his thing though. He free, exactly. He reformed. He a changed man. But his ass, he said he go there. He got to use the bathroom in the middle of the night. He get up to go to the bathroom. He walk into the bathroom. It's two mops. They crossed over the stall, and he go to pee, but he hears something. He thinking somebody getting poked up. You know what I'm saying? He thinking somebody getting stabbed. Man, He said, I heard like a little. It started sounding like at first it sounded like a little commotion, like somebody was getting their shit poked. But he said then it started sounding like somebody was getting their shit poked, and he said, "Bruh," he said, "I ain't even pee that night. I went back to my bed and laid my ass down." He said every time it's this, he said as soon as I laid down, bunkmate goes, "Yeah, bruh." He said you can't be going to the bathroom at night, especially if you see them exes. He said, say no more. I won't ever go in there again. He said, I'm gonna piss my pants.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, oh shit.
I just watched the story. I try not to watch them too much because I don't even want that type of mentalities going in my head. But there's a few people that are real good at telling these jail stories. One of them is named Joe Baker, and that nigga is telling a story. Matter of fact, it wasn't Joe Baker. It was Bill Feasy. He was doing skits and shit on TikTok while he was in jail because he had the phone.
Yeah, they has be wilding with that shit.
Yeah, apparently like a lot of people have phones in jail. They just cost a lot of. Or if you got money, you could buy one in jail, to put it like that. But he was telling the story. Apparently, a guard was selling pussy in jail.
I could believe that one.
And the pimp was an inmate. You
got a motherfucker with no freedom pimping you out.
Guess how much it cost?
A cigarette.
You crazy. $1,200 if you wanted to get like a quick 5 minutes, but it got to be in a train, and you had to already be.
Well, it got to be in a train.
You run the train because it's quick. Like you got 5 minutes and somebody getting in right behind you. 5 minutes, go quick like that. And it was like you got to already be ready, and if you're not ready, then you lose your turn, and your bread apparently, or you might just have to wait till your next time. $1,500 if you wanted 15 minutes alone, where the same rules, you got to be ready and all that. And that dude paid for it. He paid $1,500 for it, and he was like, "I don't even know why I paid for the 15. I just didn't want to be with them dudes because I sure lasted every bit of 2 minutes." And
how the fuck that?
But it was crazy to me. It's like, Shawty, what you got going on?
Do it be through like the cell, like
in the cells?
Oh, she go in the cell. Oh yeah, well she is a guard. She can't just go. She wild.
They would go during lunch. So while like the people went to lunch, some people would be like, I don't want to go. I'm gonna stay here in the cell. And while they take them to lunch, you in the cell. She's the guard that's supposed to be watching over the cell or whatever. Instead of being at her desk, she's in the cell and she's doing her rounds type shit.
Oh my God, a daily checkup.
But like, bruh, what are you thinking that you out here selling pussy in a jail?
And you got, bro, that's equivalent to a slave back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Horrible thing, but
I'm really trying to see. Go ahead.
That's equivalent to a slave pimping like the master's wife or some shit like that to the other slaves. In a way.
I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Like that's like if a slave would have just started like, hey, I'm finna focus. Hey, y'all trying to run the train for? I don't know what they would sell, but you know what I'm saying. That's kind of equivalent. I ain't relating prisoners to like no slaves and nothing like. I'm just saying like that shit not supposed to happen.
Depending on who you ask.
It's like shit so flip. Yeah, because I mean chain gang and all that shit.
Yeah, they say there's a lot of free labor that comes out of jail, or a little to nothing labor. Cause
they'll get like a couple cents or some shit like that for like.
It's not funny, but it's like it's so crazy to say that.
You in the yard all, you know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know exactly what they do, but I mean I would go visit my uncle or some shit like that, and I see motherfuckers working and shit like that, and like say you really risking your life. You out there in the open. Maybe you got ops and you over here working. A motherfucker could really break that broom mop. And all my interactions is through like fucking power, like movies and shows and shit. And when I've like apparently you hear these stories like from people like that tell their stories and like this shit really be happening. Like what's his name?
Shit, Boosie told a story about some gay shit. As soon as he got out of jail,
Boosie kind of little.
He said he went. He got big in prison.
For real?
Remember, Boosie was super skinny.
Boosie in shape though.
Well, he is because of prison. He don't look like how he did when he got out, but Boosie got big in prison because he said he went in the bathroom, same as your brother, and he said he just heard, and he said he looked over. He said. It was a nigga riding dick from the back, man.
You know how he be? He be like, man, it was a motherfucker. He get real
frisky as hell. I'm like,
that had to be on Vlad.
I'm like, what? They was doing that? And you say that night he called the lawyer, said, I got to get out of here. And of course he didn't get out at that time. But imagine, if you into that, then that's a different beast. But imagine you going in there and you just seeing what he said. Like, that's crazy.
Imagine this, right?
And then on your first night or first couple of nights.
That shit's scary.
It's over.
Because immediately, if I were, and I don't ever want to knock on wood, I ain't going. Shit. Look, I'm going to be a confinement, my boy. I ain't being nowhere near the general population if y'all on that nasty games.
I just hope it's not some shit that I have to stand on. Like, if it's some shit that I know.
Like, I'm like, fuck, bro.
Or, like, me and somebody did some shit and we knew all the risks, I'm like, damn, I got to take this L. But if it's some shit that I know I had nothing to do with, I'm like, hell no. Hey, boy, you need to tell them what's going on. They sucking dick in here. Come on.
Look. So I got a dude I used to work with. His ass, he used to be a CO, correctional officer. Man, his ass fucking, he was telling me like one of his first nights, fucking, he walking doing his rounds at night. He was on the night shift. He was a newer guy. He was working night shift. They got more money. So he's walking around doing his rounds. He hits the bathroom. That's the typical route, whatever. He go in the bathroom and hear exactly the sound you made. He hear that sound. He thought somebody was getting jumped, or he said he finds out. You know what I'm saying? He literally walked in there. He turned around. He left.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of cold because if somebody's in there getting shanked or something, like, you supposed to be the first one to help their ass out. But I mean, I get it. You probably not trying to get shanked too, because I think they only get their ass like a baton or some shit. So they don't really got much protecting themselves.
That come in to shoot. Or like with the non-lethal shit you was talking about. Another team.
I would say they don't really be having guns or nothing like that. I think tasers maybe.
They said they see it all the time. Like from the stories they was telling, they was like there'd be times where like the guards would be looking in, seeing somebody getting stabbed up and just like, hey, they fighting in here.
Yeah,
they know they're not going in and break it up. Yeah. And them niggas, if you see them videos on YouTube and back in the day World Star, they be having like swords and shit. Yeah, I wouldn't have went in there either.
Yeah, what? I'm leaving that shit alone. He said the next day they found out somebody got raped, and he said, I'm being honest. He said, I'm kind of glad I didn't intervene. He said, because I could have been the one getting raped. He said he quit after that shit. I said, damn, bro. I said he could have saved somebody wrong, bro.
How so? Well, he would have went in there and had to fight the nigga. if the nigga I don't know what race he was. If the person overpowered the dude enough to rape him, whether maybe he had a knife or he was just that type of real scary dude that you had to give up your rump for it. You mean to tell me y'all wanted Buddy to get in there and be like, hey, chill out. Like, hell no, you would have got stabbed or beat up. It's over with.
Motherfucker, like they was dogs locked up.
It's over. Man, oh man, I hate it for you. Let me go. If anything, it'll make me go back to my desk and go look up what happened. What dude who actually
missing from their cell right now?
Who was the person?
I'm gonna make a report.
I'm gonna look up the victim, like his record, and be like, oh, okay then. Damn man, you shouldn't have did what you did. Cause if it was like he did something light and just happened to be in jail, I'd be like, damn. Man, I know you didn't see this coming, but if you was like a real bad person, I'm like, hey man, he coming now. Over with. Made your bed.
I like you and I want you.
You made your bed, nigga.
The easy way.
Not cuddling it.
Do the hard way. This shit logged up. But nah,
all the people that's in there wrongfully accused and all that, or in there for marijuana. If you in there for marijuana, that's some bullshit.
Freedom guys. And speaking of that shit, they fucking, I think it's Arkansas. That's what I'm trying to bring up right now. Arkansas, they're actually like their campaign for legalization and shit. I think it's actually it correlates with like law enforcement and stuff like that. The police, they're trying to like, that's two things on the opposite. You got people, police are locking people up for weed, but they trying to make it to where the whole thing they're pushing, which has been done before, but they like as part of like legalizing it, they trying to like group them together. They like, well, let's legalize it and then use that revenue instead of like us taxpayers. You know what I'm saying? We paying taxes and risking the possibility because we want to smoke getting arrested by the people we paying taxes for, right? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That kind of sucks. The people you employing, in a sense, you know what I'm saying? You're not directly in charge of their check, but you do have some leadway and,
your state taxes go to
not
them.
just you specifically, but the general population. You know what I'm saying? That's where all our taxes, we paying bills as a general population. Yeah. And that's like, that's crazy, but they trying to like group it to where it's like they gonna use the revenue, if they were to legalize it, use the revenue to pay them, or like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, hold on. So these, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. It's cool that y'all are like trying to like group them together and make it like, okay, instead of them wasting their time having to arrest people. But in this is where I'm about to say, I'm gonna let you talk about it. But it's like, but y'all want to use the revenue for y'all want to legalize this shit. Now you want to use that to pay them, but there's so much other stuff. Like, why y'all trying to like fuck with the revenue of weed so much? Okay. I don't get it. Like,
I feel like I thought you meant they was going off they bus. Like, if they catch a plug with a bunch of bread and then whatever money he got, that's how they get paid. Now, like, say it'll be Grimace in Arkansas.
Say Jungle Boys just fucking hit $1 billion in a weekend or some shit like that. The revenue, some of the revenue, like the taxes or some shit from that, is gonna be like what goes. So I think it's generally taxes and purpose, but the fact that they're using weed is like it could just be taxes still, but the taxes from it's always something. You don't make like it's a cool thing that you're trying to group them together. But it's also like pretty fucking stupid, like to me, and that's how I feel about it. It's like,
just fuck it, man. Just, you know what? If that's what it takes, whatever. Just legalize it in Arkansas so people can stop going to jail for it. But y'all dirty for that. But to be honest, everywhere is doing that because
there's more other states doing that shit.
Every state that is legally,
like Arkansas is like putting it as like this is like the main thing on the campaign. Like this is like, you know what I'm saying, on a list of like 10 things that we could persuade y'all with. This is gonna be number one.
At least they honest, cause shit. Colorado made $1 billion in that weekend. I'm sorry to keep bringing that up. Or multiple $1 billion, I don't remember. And I think they built some shit, like some shit for their state with that money in taxes.
Yeah, which I think something like that is. I'm definitely for like, police stuff like that. But
man, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
just make it legal.
Yeah.
If you got to pay the cops with the money from that, who cares, bro? Just make it legal so people don't got to pay the fucking bills and bonds to get out of jail for having a couple, zips of weed on him. I feel like it's a no-brainer. You really didn't even have to tell us that, but I get it. You got to put it on the paper to make legislators be like, you know what? This seems like it could be beneficial for both of us because we don't smoke. But
yeah, it's like one of the things. It's like, you know what?
We can get some money
kind
off
of like
it.
You know, time flags in a way. That's what it's kind of like.
We'll
you know, what I'm saying? Blood and
shit.
Crips time flags. Cause you know they on the opposite playing fields. We in like law enforcement, which I do feel like law enforcement is underpaid, well underpaid. I mean, you gotta think about it. Them motherfuckers like we close to the end, but I mean, you gotta think about it. Them motherfuckers is like.
I know it's popular in our community to not fuck with cops.
Yeah.
I like to just stay out their way, but I definitely am able to look at both sides. But I wouldn't do that shit. I think about it, especially in like a place like, say you're a cop in New York.
You wouldn't do what?
Matter of fact, any cop in Florida. Imagine being a fucking police officer in Florida.
Yeah.
Somebody call you. Me and my husband just got into a fight because he won't let his fucking alligator out the bathtub.
What you want me to do?
What am I supposed to do? You want me to kill the alligator? Why would you kill Rex? I just want you to tell my husband to relax. Who the fuck? That's what I'm saying. That type of shit right there. Like, I get it. It's so much bullshit that goes on with the cops. Is like you want there to be some sort of repercussions and ramifications. So the defund the police is the best thing that someone came up with, but that's not gonna help. Because I tell you what, a lot of people who said that, you pussy. You're not gonna get up and defend other people. Like the shit that you don't see. Like, of course, there's bad cops, but there are the good ones that's actually out here helping people out or getting people out of situations that are terrible. So unless you think, if you defund the cops, you understand that you gonna have to do it. Cause think about it, you probably work at you work at Amazon, and if they don't pay you, not going to work. So if the cops start getting paid less than the bullshit they already get paid, they like, man, I'm not going over there. I don't give a fuck who beating your ass.
And then when they did all that shit, because they was like, oh, this department in New York I think it was New York, they getting like billions, blah blah blah. They getting billions at this precinct or this section alone, and then they defunded them. They defunded them across the place. I think Texas was like the only ones that was like standing on business. Like, you know, Texas fuck with law enforcement, but I'm pretty sure it was New York, and they defunded them, so they had a budget cuts. They had to cut a lot of people, so a lot of people lost jobs. You got to think these motherfuckers people at the end of the day, and a lot of them could have been good people. You think they? You think they're gonna let?
I'm gonna be honest with you. If that happened in New York, they back.
Yeah, now, yeah, because
they hit them with we're gonna lay you off. But usually when you get laid off, spoiler alert, you're not coming back. But in New York, police are very essential.
Well, because it's all there.
My God,
it's super busy. Like
I'm sorry, but it's bad.
Yeah, I heard.
Niggas be wild.
I had a friend up there. He's a cop. And I had a friend that's a cop up there. He said we constantly fucking busy.
But even little small stupid shit like, what if? All right, you a meter maid? The little meter maids. Now there's a lot of parallel parking that has to be done, and a lot of double parking and shit. So if you a cop down south, you might not experience all that. Having to give a bunch of fucking tickets, let somebody speeding past you. Mm-hmm. Imagine you driving every day, you see a bunch of shit. You know you gotta get this person a ticket, but you praying to God this person don't come downstairs from their building because they gonna tweak. And you praying to God that it's not somebody
Stomp
crazy.
Your ass in some Timbs.
Because they might inflict violence on you. Man, I wouldn't do that shit.
That shit goofy.
You got me fucked up.
But shit, they did all that defunding. They brought their ass back because they realized, like, you gotta think, you already like struggling, hit all these, like, you know, the dispatch calls and stuff like that, and now you ain't got the personnel to go to these dispatch calls. You got somebody like, oh, you know, unless they calling about weed, don't nobody care. You know, nobody show up to that shit. If you a cop out there, don't show up no weed call. Let them do it.
It's legal in New York now.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Really and they can smoke. The cops can smoke
and
too.
Open the buses back up, man. Open them 19 buses y'all shut down.
Hey, leave the buses shut. The people who had the buses, I want you. You got a lot of money off this. Get your license. I want you to really think about your next move, because this was reckless. This was very reckless. I want you to go sit down and realize y'all was tweaking. How are we going to make up for this? Because I understand the idea, but you literally wrapped it in bud. What we doing?
It's screaming.
You're not screaming. You whispered in the cop ear, come get me.
And you know you can smell it through your vents and shit like that. So the whole bus probably reeking, and then you get behind the motherfuckers, you get hit it through you got your AC blasting and shit. You're like, oh, somebody got gas.
You don't even got to look.
Look at this bus in front of me.
Oh, look, that bus, I think they sell weed in that bus. Why? Because there's literally pictures of the live bud on there and shit. That's dope. Then a cop, I'm sure there was so many cops that saw it and was like, wait. That shit gotta be legal. There ain't no way. This is the third one I seen today. You know, hey, bro, what's going on in here? Oh shit, the cops. Oh shit, the cops.
Huh?
This is. Oh, y'all tweaking. And they had, what was it, 19?
I think it was like 19. It was something. It was up there, and like they had a shit ton of. But hell with them, I mean, they finally got approved for they license. Oh, not approved, but they finally opened up a license, I think, last week. And that shit.
Imagine them prices.
Speaking of license, Cookies just opened up in Miami. So I mean, they got a license, of course. It's medical though. They got the shop open in Miami.
I know that license is expensive too.
Jungle Boys actually opened up their dispensary in Orlando tomorrow. Yeah, they opened up their dispensary in Orlando.
I'm sure that was expensive, but not. Imagine, bro.
Well, because they already had they had the license, but I think they paid like, I don't know. I remember seeing like they was like 15. Oh, which the governor, fucking Ronnie DeSantis, his ass wanted like. Florida is already one of the cheaper states when it comes to like, you know, cannabis stuff like that, as far as like, you know, the taxes and stuff like that. I think Jungle Boys, I think Ivan said in California, he sells an eighth, he may make a couple bucks, he may make $1 off an eighth. But if he sells an eighth in Florida, he'll probably make 30. And he sells it for 45, I think 46 off the tax. So he may make 30, 35.
Oh yeah, so that the Florida thing had their mouth watered.
So like yeah, so he like, but then so now Florida, like the governor, his ass is like. He was cool at first. It seemed like everybody was fucking with him until it came to this. His ass, like, he trying to tax their ass now. But he not.
Because they making too much money.
But I don't know what the whole thing is. Like, I know, like, California taxes is, like, sky high, and Florida's is, like, way low compared to Cali. But I feel like
there was no state tax in Florida.
Oh, yeah, no state. My bad. I'm tripping. No state taxes, but the sales taxes and shit like that. So I feel like they trying to, like, boost up, like, the other taxes on it. Because he like kind of like, hold on now, y'all coming to him, y'all just running shit. Hold on, like there's money to be made, and that motherfucker is trying to like bump it up. He may not be trying to bump it up to Cali level, but he is trying to bump it up. It seems like
he just wants some because they getting money.
What sucks about that is for one, the licenses is super expensive and it's rare. It's limited in Florida. You trying to bring it up? Yes, the no state taxes and all the taxes surrounding cannabis are lower compared to like Cali, but also like that shit just. I don't know. You gotta like that shit. I mean, it's on the way to being recreational. Like that's probably gonna be the next step there. But that shit, I ain't gonna lie. I forgot where I was going. I was on to something too.
Cause the money they was trying to get the tax and shit.
Yeah.
The governor. Well, to be fair, the governor could be on the Arkansas shit on some shit like we want the money so we can.
Man, get to the fucking point before you.
I got it. No. So like you got the taxes and stuff like that. Oh no.
Man, get to the fucking point before you forget it.
So those taxes, I get it. Like you seen like the bigger companies like the Jungle Boys, the Cookies and all them coming in. And you want to tax them. You like, hold on, like I gave you this deal at first, but now I want this deal. Like I understand it. Like you see there's money to be made, but you know, stuff like that is gonna happen. You feel like there's more to be made. People get greedy, you know. Whether I don't know. I'm not gonna speak and say what he's trying to do with the money. Or like maybe it could be some sort of positive thing. It might not. He may be raising it by 1%, nothing crazy. But that type of stuff makes it harder on the up and coming people. I feel like it's like, yeah, you trying to like go after like it's right now you targeting the big dogs, but like what about the future? Like, you know what I'm saying? You got all that shit now, everything surrounding it's just becoming harder and harder to get into it, into like the legitimacy of it. I feel like you got to go through all this.
They're making sure that
not everybody fucking you got to do honestly the way it is. It's like to become legal, you got to backdoor legal shit.
They literally trying to.
That's what.
Kill the entrepreneur.
And then you run into the risk of getting arrested because you like, man, I'm trying to go legal. I'm trying to pursue this shit on some ghost shit. You know what I'm saying? But you still got to do the legal shit to get to the legal shit. Maybe not everybody has to. Maybe got other jobs that can get there. But it's like when you aspiring to do something like this, it's like.
Well, shit, legalize it so the people who fuck around and sell weed without their licenses can get these white collar charges instead of these fucking having them sitting in there with murderers and rapists and motherfucking domestic violence folks and shit. Man, just legalize this shit. It's been going on long enough. You got these shits in every tourist attraction across the world. Somebody from fucking London can fly over to America, and if they pick the right state, they can smoke weed. But if they pick the wrong state, they can get arrested and deal with all the whole trying to get back to their country and all that shit. It's dumb, bro. We tweaking.
Oh, that shit.
Especially when we can go buy a pistol, like right now. If I go online right now, I could get a little application, go buy a pistol.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll get it within a week.
And then you go purchase your firearms and you pass your background check, you do all that, and then maybe you you off in the head, you can go do the worst. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You can go do the worst, but that's more easily. It's more easy to access something like that across not all states, but most states than it is to like go access cannabis, like a friendly ass plant, some shit that grow from soil, some shit that like the plant ain't. This ain't Scary Movie 2. The plant ain't fucking smoking nobody. Like people choose to smoke it, and you see majority cigarettes, the biggest thing probably ever in America. I'll say America.
Nah, that shit was so popular. It was they were smoking in airplanes.
Yes, like cigarettes,
70s.
fucking motherfucking cigarettes, like the biggest fucking thing. Like cigarettes was outdoing fucking alcohol, and now the fact that like cannabis is outdoing cigarettes, tobacco. I just say tobacco
illegally,
like dip too.
Federally illegally is killing it. So just imagine when the fucking suburban mom is like, it's legal now. I want to try a little bit of weed, and now she's smoking, and all the people in her book club smoking now. That shit gonna bring so much wealth to our fucking economy. It's ridiculous.
Exactly.
Everybody's gonna have stainless steel fridges. Fuck it,
man. And on that note, hey, if y'all watching this, hey, Sleepy, go ahead and get that shit right. Legalize that shit, man.
Come on, man. What we waiting on? Y'all bullshit. We should have been. Was that the end of the episode?
Yeah, I don't know.
Shout out. Hey, fuck it. Shout out to every all 30. Nah, I think it's like almost 50. 40. Okay.
But we know guaranteed. It's like,
you know what I'm saying.
We know 2 sticking around to this point. Shout out you, Simply. Shout out you, Big Hurt. Shane, Sean. I'm forgetting one more, and I'm so sorry, but you gonna be in the comment section. AJ. Probably wrong name, but
look,
shout out to all y'all.
Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to anybody who just found this video on some random shit. Shout out to anybody who came from Instagram. ShopDusa.com. Dusa does it on Instagram. DUSAFARMS on Instagram. DUSAGUNS on Instagram. That's it.
Make sure you so cold.